Welcome back to AnTick Machine, where the old ways of craftsmanship still breathe. Today, we follow the quiet revival of a traditional sawmill as a skilled craftsman restores an ancient water wheel, bringing wood, water, and time together once again. He measures carefully the diameter of the rim, the width of the paddles, the depth of the mortise joints. Each number written down in his notebook becomes a memory preserved, a bridge between the past and the present. This is more than restoration. It's a conversation across centuries, between the hands of today and the wisdom of those who built before us. Every number he measured by hand now finds its place inside a digital blueprint. On the screen, the outlines of the new wheel take shape. The rim, the spokes, the A. He rotates the model slowly, checking every angle. Old knowledge meets new technology here. With the help of CAD design, he can test the balance, calculate the water pressure, and refine the joints long before a single piece of wood is cut. This stage isn't about changing the design. It's about honoring it. The goal is not to reinvent, but to rebuild, to give the wheel the strength to turn again, just as it did a century ago. Guided by his digital drawing, the craftsman begins to shape the new wheel. He marks every curve carefully across the timber, the arcs of the rim, the mortises for the spokes, the center hub that will carry the axle. The saw hums softly as each plank becomes a piece of the circle. Wood chips scatter like sparks of memory, and the scent of fresh-cut pine fills the air. With chisel and mallet, he cuts the joints, precise and clean. Every notch is measured to fit its mate perfectly. This is where skill meets patience, where simple hand tools and steady eyes rebuild what time has worn away. Bit by bit, the structure of the new wheel emerges on the workshop floor, a growing ring of wood that waits for the water to bring it back to life. With the design complete, the true work begins, turning plans and numbers into wood and form. Long planks of timber are stacked on the bench, their natural curves waiting to become the wheel's outer rim. The craftsman measures carefully, tracing each line from the paper drawing to the living grain of the wood. Every cut must be exact. Even a few millimeters off could disturb the balance of the finished wheel. The air fills with the sound of saws and the scent of pine. Mortises are carved where the spokes will join, each slot shaped with quiet precision. The young carpenter moves steadily, his focus unbroken. Then come the spokes, trimmed, sanded, and numbered one by one. They lie ready, like ribs of a great wooden heart soon to beat again. What began as an idea on a computer screen is now becoming real, tangible, strong, and beautiful. This is the meeting place of tradition and precision. Across the wooden floor, the spokes are laid out from a single center point, reaching outward like the rays of the sun. One by one, the curved rims are brought into place, each joined to the spokes with bolts and wooden pegs. The wheel's great circle begins to emerge, vast and elegant. Every alignment must be perfect. The craftsman checks the spacing, adjusts the joints, and tightens the fittings until each spoke bears its share of strength. Then come the paddles, thick boards that will catch the current and turn the wheel with quiet power. Each is fastened carefully, forming a rhythmic pattern around the frame. As the light fades, two men work together to lift the structure upright. The wheel turns gently for the first time, smooth and balanced, proof that the old ways still hold their strength. Inside this humble workshop, amid sawdust and silence, something ancient is being reborn. Inside the old workshop, the pieces of the new wheel begin to find their place. Laid flat upon the floor, the circle grows, spoke by spoke, beam by beam, each aligned with careful eyes and patient hands. The craftsman fits the curved rims together, forming the great ring that will soon meet the water. Then come the paddles, one by one, bolted firmly into their slots. Every board must face the current just right. Too steep, and the water will fight it. Too shallow, and the power will fade. As daylight fades, two men work side by side, tightening clamps, checking angles, and lifting the frame upright for the first time. The wheel stands there, massive yet graceful, not yet complete, but already alive with promise. In this dim light, surrounded by sawdust and silence, you can almost hear the future turning. The wheel is ready to leave the workshop. Its journey now turns from creation to return. Strapped carefully onto the flatbed, every bolt checked, every joint secured, the craftsmen watch as the truck prepares to move. For months, this wheel has lived within these wooden walls, shaped, carved, and perfected by patient hands. Now it will travel back to the valley, to the stream that once turned its ancestor. The path winds through quiet villages and green fields, under skies that have watched generations of builders come and go. The sunlight glints across its oiled surface, and the wood gleams like gold. It's no longer just timber. It's a memory reborn, a circle of life and craft, ready to meet the water once again. Lifted carefully by crane, it rises into the air like a great wooden crown, sunlight glinting across its golden surface. Below, the craftsmen watch in silence. Their hands guide, their eyes measure, their hearts steady. Every inch matters as the wheel lowers toward its resting place. The axle slides perfectly into the old mill's frame, wood meeting stone, past meeting present. Bolts tighten, ropes fall away, and for a moment, all is still. Then, the water returns. A thin stream at first, then a rush, striking the paddles, setting them in motion. Slowly, gracefully, the wheel begins to turn. The sound is deep and steady. The heartbeat of the old sawmill revived after decades of silence. Around it, the craftsmen smile quietly. They know they have not just built a machine, they have brought history back to life. As the water turns and the wheel finds its rhythm again, something greater than machinery has been restored, a heartbeat from another time. In every spoke, every ripple, lives the memory of hands that built, repaired, and believed in the craft of making. Here at AnTick Machine, we honor those stories, where wood, water, and human skill become one. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, may the old ways keep turning.